In this video, I'm going to be breaking down my Spectrum Mobile review and letting you guys know, is it honestly any good in the year 2022? I'm going to be giving you my honest experience after using the service. So guys, let's talk about it. Well, hey there guys. Welcome back to yet another episode here at EB3 Studios. I am your host, Eddie, and today we're talking about Spectrum Mobile, and is it honestly any good in the year 2022? So guys, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to break it all down for you as someone who has had Spectrum Mobile. I've tested it out, and I'm ready to give you my review. All right, here we go. So first off here, I am at the Spectrum Mobile, the website here, and I do want to let you know just a couple of things that they kind of don't tell you. You see all the commercials that are out there.
What are you doing?
I'm streaming the season finale.
You have a signal.
Yeah, I got Spectrum Mobile, so...
There's a lot of things that they like to keep under lock and key here. So the first one here is Spectrum Mobile is only available to Spectrum Internet customers. So you have to have Spectrum as your internet home service provider. If you don't have Spectrum for home internet, guess what? They won't even allow you to sign up for the service. Next, we're going to talk about the coverage here. So the coverage here, you can type in your zip code here. You know what? I'll just go ahead and type in my zip code just to show you guys. They do use the Verizon wireless network here. So as we can see, the coverage in my area is honestly, it's pretty good. Pretty good. 5G nationwide, don't have any of that. I've actually made several videos on Spectrum Mobile in the past. If you want to check those out, gives you my thoughts and analysis on some speed tests that I've done. And now, if we look here, the majority of the signal that I get is that 4G LTE. And if we look here as well, it says 4G LTE partner. So that means, guys, that Spectrum Mobile does support roaming. So if you travel to an area where there is no Verizon wireless towers, you are able to roam off of third-party towers that are in agreement with Spectrum Mobile. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and break down the plans that Spectrum Mobile has to offer. So let's go ahead. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the plans here. All right, and this is the plan here that they talk about all the time. I can't even watch TV anymore without seeing Spectrum Mobile advertise this plan right here. They claim it's the best deal in mobile for $29.99. What you might not know that is for 2+ lines. If you have just one line of service, it's $45. So I do want to go ahead and first off talk about the buy the gig plan for $14 a month here. You can go ahead and share your data up to 10 lines. Just pay for the data you use. You can switch to the unlimited anytime, which is this one here, for more data. And this $29.99 plan, let's go ahead, let's talk about that right now. So unlimited talk, text, and data. More freedom to surf and stream. You can switch between the unlimited or the unlimited plus at any time. So here is something they do not tell you. So they do say it's unlimited, right? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to zoom in here. So here's what they don't tell you. Unlimited. Reduce speeds after 20 gigabytes of usage per line. So they have this here And then they have the Unlimited Plus. The Unlimited Plus will get you 30 gigabytes. So it's 10 gigabytes more of data. So let's go ahead. We're going to dive into the asterisks here. All right, so I just talked about the $14 per gigabyte per month. So I'm going to go ahead at the end of this video. I'm going to dive into who that is going to be for. Right now, we're going to go ahead. We're going to talk about that $29.99 plan, and then we're going to talk about the Unlimited Plus. We're going to go ahead and compare those right now here. So the $29.99 plan, you do need, like I said, the 2 lines, and they have to be added within 30 days of initial service. I've had so many people message me and say they went to add this, they weren't eligible because they went to add a line to their account and it wasn't within the 30-day period. So that right there is something that they do not tell you. So I'm telling you guys to keep you informed. Just as a little gotcha right there, that Spectrum Mobile does not tell you. So it shows right here. If you don't have the 2 lines, it's $45 per line. All the taxes and fees are included. I love that, by the way. Unlimited talk and text. The 5G access requires a 5G device. Gets you that 4G LTE. Unlimited mobile data, yes. But here is where it slows down at. So the full speed mobile data allowance. So on the unlimited here, after 20 gigabytes of data usage, your speeds will be reduced to 1 megabit per second down and 512 kbps, which is half a meg, upload. And your data is deprioritized. So on the Unlimited Plus, which is $10 more here, if you do have just 1 line of that, it's $55. If you do have the 2 plus lines, then it's $39.99. So after 30 gigabytes there of data usage, your speeds will be reduced to 1 megabit per second down and 512 kbps upload, and your data is deprioritized. So just keep that in mind. So it technically still is unlimited data. So when you run out of your 20 or your 30 gigabytes of data, just know that your speeds and your network priority is going to be reduced even further. And let's see what else we got here. So mobile. I'm actually filming this late at night if you guys couldn't tell. Stay with me. We're going to get through this. Mobile hotspot tethering here. So let me go ahead and zoom this in for you guys so we can take a look at this together. So the mobile hotspot tethering, data counts towards your mobile data allowance. And after 5 gigabytes, your speeds will be reduced to a maximum of about half a meg. And the by the gig is actually going to be reduced to about a quarter of a meg. So basically what that means is for your mobile hotspot usage, it goes against your 20 or your 30 gigabytes of that premium data. And then I do want to mention as well, you do get the Wi-Fi calling, and you do get access to Spectrum Mobile's out-of-home Wi-Fi. So basically what this means is if you're traveling and you go through your Wi-Fi list, you might occasionally see a Spectrum hotspot. You can actually sign in with your credentials and use that as a secure connection so you're not using your mobile hotspot data. You're technically using Spectrum's Wi-Fi hotspot. So that, honestly, I think is pretty neat. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about the smartwatch support. So Spectrum Mobile does support the Apple Watch, and that honestly is pretty cool because they were actually one of the first prepaid providers to actually use the Apple Watch to have support for it. And what that has actually allowed is more and more of the prepaid carriers to actually follow suit. So if you want to go ahead and add your Apple Watch, you can definitely do that. It is $10 a month. It says right here, you can add it to any plan for $10 a month. That's on the unlimited plans here. And then tablet access. So Spectrum Mobile does allow you to bring a tablet. So you can go ahead and if you have an iPad, you can go ahead and bring it over to them. Now, the cost for that, normally on some of the other providers, it's like, $10 or $15. Not with Spectrum Mobile here. You do have to get a whole nother line here. So you can get this one here, the $29.99 if you have the 2+ lines, which if you're bringing your phone and your tablet, that qualifies as 2+ lines. So you do have to have one of these here. Just keep that in mind. All right, now we're going to go ahead. We're going to briefly chat about the phones here. All right, for Spectrum Mobile, you can shop new phones or you can bring your own. So as we see here, you can bring your own phone and get a free SIM card. So currently, Spectrum Mobile does not support the eSIM, but all these carriers are eventually going to support the eSIM. The eSIM is an electronic SIM card, so you won't actually need the physical SIM card because eventually Apple, as they always do, they're going to go ahead, they're going to pull the SIM tray in the upcoming iPhones. So all these carriers are going to be forced to have the eSIM, but currently Spectrum Mobile does not have the eSIM right now. So they will go ahead, they'll send you out that free SIM card there. So we've got the iPhones and the Samsungs here. Got a Pixel 6. So there is honestly a good variety of phones that they offer here. All right, guys, and the moment that a lot of you have been waiting for, is it worth it in 2022? So I went ahead, I talked about the service, I talked about the plans here, the products that are offered, the phones, tablets, smartwatches, and accessories. And accessories pretty much are just phone accessories. You can honestly get those anywhere. You can bring your own device. The savings calculator, we basically just already went through that. You went through that with me here. So let's talk about, is it worth it? So if you are looking to save some money on your phone bill and you currently have Spectrum as your home internet provider and you use less than 20 gigabytes of data, then honestly, it is a pretty good deal. But I wanted to go ahead and share with you the little gotchas that Spectrum Mobile does not tell you about. So that's why you're here. You're watching me. I hope I answered those questions for you. And the by the gig plan, if you were looking to use something just for emergency purposes, then honestly, that is also a very good contender. So that's honestly the only way that I could recommend Spectrum Mobile is, of course, you have to have Spectrum Home Internet Service. So if you have that, if you use usually less than 20 gigabytes of data and then less than 30, if you go with their more premium plan, just note, guys, that you will get that network deprioritization if you do exceed the 20 or 30 gigabytes, depending on which plan you choose. If you happen to enjoy this video, guys, don't forget to give me that thumbs up. It really helps out the channel, helps this video to be pushed out into the YouTube algorithm so people are informed about this. And maybe, you're watching me for the very first time and you're thinking, man, Eddie, thank you so much for helping me out. I'd like to stay in contact with you. Then I encourage you for yourself to check out the rest of my channel. And if you like what you see, guys, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Tick the little notification bell to be notified of all my future videos. And guys, don't leave yet. Go ahead and check out the pinned comment I do have my actual recommendations for additional cell phone carriers in 2022. So you're going to want to go ahead and check those out for sure. If you have any additional questions for me, guys, go ahead and drop them down in the comments, and I do reply to a whole bunch of them. All right, guys, and until next time.